Are you ready for the Low Blows Network? It's the show where you control what's on the agenda. Ask us anything and we're bound to answer. Starring Rick Nash, Corporate King, and the Queen of Irish Wrestling, Katie Hardy. It's Ask Low Blows.
This is actually after working out really well because I forgot, like, it makes sense now when you say it's your birthday, because I remember last year around the summer, as the World Cup was on, we did the Spanto when it was your birthday. Am I right in saying the Iconic Trio?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, but I didn't actually know it was your birthday. And then last week, now, one thing, I always have dreams about everything. I think it's part of my anxiety or something like that. I dream about everything, like, involved in my life. But one thing that I only thought about this afterwards, I never dream about, is the show, which is weird because it's like it's an every Wednesday thing. It's something quite important to me. It's my business, like the flagship show. But I was like, I think it's because it's just a laugh and it's never really stressing or anything like that. So it's not something that I go home thinking about or anything. Until this week, when for the first time ever I had a dream about the show where a joke Keane said went viral on the show, and it worked perfectly with the week that's in it, because Keane made a joke on it and he's like, Katie, I think you just come back in this fictional world in my dream. You come back to wrestling. And Keane is like, you know what, I think it's really inspirational. Katie, I want to say fair play. And the joke is, you're like, Keane's being supportive of Katie, and he's like, you know, for a 53-year-old woman to get out there. And I think that was the clip we put out from the show. And then Joe.ie picked up on it. And then everywhere was reporting, can you believe this 53-year-old woman? And everyone's like, she looks great for 53.
Oh, good. That was my one question. Did I think I look good for 53?
Everyone was like, it went fucking everywhere. It's like Sports Illustrated. I think because the Becky thing was on Sports Illustrated. It's like the 53-year-old woman making her comeback, and it's Katie's face. I generally woke up pissing myself laughing. It was fantastic. Guys, have you ever had, I'm putting you on the spot here because I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry about this. Have you ever had any weird or funny wrestling related dreams? But it can be to do with, well, Keane, you spoke about this a couple of weeks ago with your OTT stress dream. Can you think of any like wrestling related dreams you've had? But it doesn't have to be like about John Cena. It can be about, like, you know, instance with your mates or in training or something like that. Have you ever had any weird dreams that have woken up laughing?
Like, not laughing. The only wrestling dreams that stick out in my head is usually like the night before a show or the day before a show.
Right.
Like, for the last one, I knew I had to pick Jonathan Gresham up from the airport at 5 a.m. So I couldn't sleep the night before. I kept waking up, but I must have fallen into a sleep about 3. And then I dreamt. Do you ever just have really mundane dreams? And they're so mundane, you convince yourself they're real.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, like, I went to the airport and he wasn't there. And then I text him, didn't get on the plane. All right, do we have a problem? Like, are you cool with me? No, I'm not cool. I'm not getting on the plane. And then I got to the venue and there was no chairs. And then there was 3 ring posts instead of 4. And just like, but it's like stuff that's like not so crazy it couldn't happen, but then it all happened. And then I woke up in an absolute fucking sweat about like 4:15, and I was just like, we need to go to the airport right now because I need to see if Jonathan Gresham got on a plane. So yeah, it's mostly stress dreams to do with wrestling.
Yeah, I have really specific stress dreams as well. That's something I relate quite hard to. Keane?
Yeah, I remember when I first started going to OTT, like in the Tivoli, and I was buzzing. I used to always dream that I missed it. Like, I used to always have these weird dreams that, like, it'd be 9 o'clock on a Saturday and I'd be in fucking, like, IKEA or some shit. And I'd be like, looking at my phone, like, oh fuck, I missed the show, fuck, or something I really look forward to. Now it's not like that. Now I get dreams that I go to Phoenix. This happens quite a lot. I worry too much. But I have dreams that I go to Phoenix and I go to commentate, and I just, something mad, like, I just forget how to speak. Or I'm just calling everyone by the wrong name, getting every move wrong, like, oh, clothesline, and then Tony turned around and be like, that's a Canadian destroyer. And I'm like, oh. Alright, you know what I mean? Like, I have all these weird, stressful dreams, and they always feel really realistic, and I wake up next morning like, did I do that? Oh no, I didn't know, it's a dream. It's yeah, damn mad, like.
I like how your stress dreams are, like, still in your sense of humour. Still, like,
like, but it's not funny.
It's a real incident that you're thinking of, but it's still your sense of humor.
Yeah, if someone else was to watch it, they'd find it funny. But to me, I'm like, this is actual like death. I hate this. I'm sweating it now. Like,
amazing, guys. Tweet us in. This is what I want to do. I want to do a topic at the start of Ask Low Blows, and then I want to ask you guys, what are your wrestling dreams? Like, it could be a stress dream, it could be something funny you've had. Tell us a wrestling dream that you remember. Tweet us in at hashtag Low Blows. Just as you have been tweeting us in questions, because guys, this is the show that you control the agenda of. Ask us anything and we will answer. And guys, we have 2 weeks worth of shows, so if you tweet it in this week and you don't hear your question, don't worry, it's in next week, because we don't actually need any more questions because you gave us such an overwhelming response last night. I think it's because I unknowingly tweeted while Engo was bitching about me, so everyone was on Twitter. So everyone was on Twitter at the time, and it worked out really well, but I didn't know any of this was happening, and I'm like, you guys are really nice. Why is everyone online?
And I'm there like, why is he opening this Pandora box right now?
I'm just going to reopen it. No, guys, Dave Bandana. Oh, Talk Nerdy to me on the Low Blows Network. Gone on and ask, what's the craziest thing one of your teachers has done?
I grew up in a small village, so a lot of things happened that I only found out were weird when I grew up. Not like that. Like, you know.
This is taking a turn.
No, I mean, like, my primary school was sports mad, right?
Right.
I didn't realise most primary schools don't make you play sport compulsively, like, and obsessively. Like, we had to learn how to play chess. Like, we had to.
is that a sport?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, but then we'd have, like, school-wide tournaments, and then, like, for the final, everyone would be given an hour off class, and we'd be brought into the sports hall to watch a chess match. I didn't know that wasn't normal. We also did this thing called the activities, which was fantastic. Like, I actually wish all schools did it, where they would take 2 people from each class, and you'd be put on a team. And then every day you would have to play a different sport. So we had like Gaelic, soccer, rounders, handball, chess, hockey, basketball.
Such anger.
So like you didn't get your regular lunch break. You just played a different sport every day. Like, and I didn't know this wasn't normal. I didn't know people didn't play this much sport in primary school, but apparently people didn't.
We need to eat, sir. We need to eat, teacher.
I didn't know that wasn't normal.
Oh.
Secondary school, I remember history getting cancelled one day because Bruce Springsteen tickets went on sale, so all the teachers just left class. Which is the most teacher thing I've ever heard. And then one of them stuck his head back in the door and went, "We've got 5 people on the phone line, just look at chapter 3," and left again. And didn't come back for the rest of the class period. So
Jesus.
I don't know if they got their tickets or not.
I hope they got something else. Like, I hope they got discipline. Like, that's not safe.
Oh no, the principal was leading it. They were in his office, like having like a phone train.
Oh, right. Sorry, they were all booking it. Oh,
Yeah,
I
booking
get you. I
tickets,
thought,
yeah.
See, I get confused about your age, and I thought they'd have to go down, like, they'd have to drive 3 miles down to the local news agents.
No, they just have to ring Ticketmaster
Right,
because there was
fair
no
enough.
online.
That's right. Oh, was it not?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
What, there was online when I was in secondary school, and I'm older than you.
tickets?
Oh, you're culty. That's right. It's great.
I remember when
They still don't
SmackDown,
have broadband.
when SmackDown came to the RDS. Remember that one? I remember going to the Ticketmaster in Bray. I remember getting a lift with someone's dad going to work at 6 a.m. to queue for that to open at 9 to get tickets to that show.
Jeez. Yeah, I remember having to queue up for tickets sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no, you're right. I spoke too soon there. Keane, a weird thing your teacher did.
I don't know. Secondary school, let me think. There was one teacher who allegedly ate chalk. I don't know if that's
That counts, yes!
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I feel like you're underselling it, if anything.
See, I think there's like another teacher who was rumoured to have like gone off with some lad at the Debs, like student. But I think that used to, I think every school has that. I think every school has that one teacher.
The rumours.
Yeah,
it's the same teacher moving from school to school. Someone needs to stop this.
That's a predator.
I'm just gonna stick with the chalk teacher because I don't know. Just can't think off the top of my head. There's loads of weirdos, but just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was a cheeky little bollocks in school. Still am, but like I have tact now. But I've always had that little thing where like I just slag people as like a fucking reflex, like, you know what I mean? And I'd be like that with teachers. But like it's not meant in a harmful way. It's the Irish kind of slagging gene that I have. And there was one teacher who, I don't know, looking back, maybe she was a bit on the spectrum because like I don't think she got what I was doing. So, like, she saw it as a battle that she had to win. And she never won because she's not... You know the way some people just aren't good at slagging? And they're like, yes, well, your mother left the family. And it's just like, whoa! She didn't say that.
That's the best insult I've ever heard.
Someone who just, like, goes in too hard or doesn't know slagging or can't read the room. And, like, but she tried to get into it with me. And then, like, I remember, but she's not good at it. I remember one day, vividly, I remember this. I come into class and I'm not even, like, I'm not even doing it. And I'm just, like, unpacking my bag. I'm not even being chatty that day. And, like, she turns around, she's like, you know, teachers have to go to psychology beforehand before they make us teachers. And I just was like, all right. And I was like, and she's like, did you know that? And I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, we all know about psychology. And I'm like, all right. And I still have this reflex, but like I said, I have tact. So I'm like, there's a joke in my head right immediately. So I'm just going to say it. And I'm like, miss, did you know that going to a psychologist because you have problems doesn't make you a fucking psychologist? And she just looked at me, and this is where it gets so weird and funny. She just ran out of the room. She didn't say a word. She just ran out crying. And I'm like, oh shit, she broke so quickly. I'm like, I didn't know. Holy shit, like I didn't mean to break a teacher. Like, yeah. Also, what else do we have? We had loads of weird
I remember
teachers.
a teacher breaking. That reminds me. So she was like the Miss Honey from Matilda. Just all sweetness and light. And she used to actually make us be so quiet we could hear a pin drop. So she'd stand up with an actual pin and drop it. And I remember once as she dropped it, one of the lads clapped and started laughing so she couldn't hear the pin. Burst into tears, ran out of the room.
What?
Freaked gone. Because she didn't get to hear the pin drop.
She has like an OCD.
Now I realise that's probably it.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you have the black book in school. If you're bold, your name goes in the black book. She thought that was too mean. So she had a rainbow book for putting the bold children's name in. Like, yeah.
I had a teacher who literally at the end, like she was a student teacher, and at the end of her residency there, now she gave us way too much freedom and we took advantage of that like something awful. But like she had like one day she had an inspector in and she just literally called us in the day before. She's like, please don't fuck about. So we were good. We weren't bad we're just like, we're just fucking idiot kids like. But when she was leaving, she took us to the side and she's like, guys, I want to thank you. And we were like, what for? We were dickheads to you. And she's like, you made me realize I actually don't want to be a teacher. Like, okay, Jesus.
Student teachers opens up a whole fucking thing I completely forgot about. Like, I remember I had one student teacher in second year for English, except I walked in and she was an African woman who couldn't really speak English. I don't know how she... I don't know... Was there, like, if it was a mix-up or... Like, I thought it was a joke or a prank or something like that. Like, she genuinely, like, English just wasn't her thing. But she was an English teacher. So maybe it was like just a general... She got brought in to teach English, but she just wanted to do a subject. Either way, it was an experience. She'd come in and be like, my name is Missy Colo. And I was like, all right, okay. And then she'd be like... it was really intense. I remember one...
don't get fired here.
The last time, the other way, normally there's a nice thing, like what you just said about thank you for making me decide I don't want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
And the last day she just turns around and goes, you are all my children. Right. And but she gave us all out of eclairs, so that was pretty cool.
Ah, there you go. Good old Mr. Colo. Jay Malloy, 1985, got on and asked. Now it's outdoor summer drinking time. Best canal can?
Any cider apart from Copperberg.
Yeah, I go Orchard Thieves.
Yeah.
Orchard Thieves cold, like nice and sweet.
It's a bit sweet for me. Have you tried Appleman's?
I do like Appleman's.
And the new Rockshore cider is delicious.
I haven't
That's
given
really
that a go
nice.
yet, but everyone says the same. Keane, if
Nicola
you
drinks cans of water. Cans of water.
What?
What a nerd. What an
No,
absolute
I'm
nerd.
with her on this, right? And I'll tell you why. Dublin Airport just released an initiative because you know the way you get your plastic bottle of water. This is it. This is the can. This is the can.
it's a white
Good
can.
job, Nicola. I was going to get one at the airport next week.
Literally just a white can of water. It's like when you look in one of these like fucking survival things where it's like the world has run out of resources and it's like can that just says water
It's
on
going
it.
to save the world because all this single-use plastic, it's
Yeah.
bollocks, right? I've stopped getting disposable coffee cups, all that. So Dublin Airport now do these as well. So you know when you go through and they have the honesty box for the Euro. I've talked about how much I love the honesty box in Dublin Airport because it fucking kills me paying $3.50 for a bottle of water in Holland in their fucking kip of an airport. Dublin Airport's the best airport in the world. Yeah, so they're replacing them with these cans. And
Right.
like they have hydration stations all over the airport now, and I love this. Good job, Nicola.
How much is that? 125.
125 people.
Is that good for water? I feel
Well,
like
it's the
that's...
price of like, it's resealable, so it's only 125 you spend once. Or if you're like me, you buy one for work and one for home and one for your gym bag.
This episode of Ask Low Blows has been brought to you by cans of water.
I am very impressed with this, and you know what? You could probably put alcohol in it too. So
There you go. There's the best ad you could
cans
say.
of water is the answer, basically.
sorry, I really hijacked your answer.
Foxtel 23, fuck's sake, got on and asked, I think the Irish wrestling scene could have a lot of fun with an actual 24/7 title. What are your thoughts? Well, we already have one. Katie Harvey going for it next week. Well, where would you put, like, if you had to do an on-screen 24/7 title, would you do an OTT, would you do a Fight Factory?
Well, I was going to say I'd
Phoenix?
do it everywhere. So, like, if there's a Fight Factory on, then I'd have somebody who's at OTT but on the Fight Factory show win it, or somebody that's going to be there in some way. You know what I mean? Even if it's just to watch the show or something like that. But I have it in every time there's a show on. I'd like to have that belt there, no matter what the promotion.
Yeah.
Although Their Wrestling already have their own fucking 24/7 title, I think. So
This is why we need to get in on the deck.
Their Wrestling are just a hidden gem that are waiting to be discovered. I
We
feel.
need to go there. We need to, like, we need...
There.
There. we need...
This is there. This is. What name? That's the best name wrestling company ever. I don't care what
We need to have... Yeah, how would you do a 20%? Well, yeah, you're going for one.
I told you about the one in Holland before, didn't I? That I won the
Yes.
toughest motherfucker.
Yes.
Where like I won it by super kicking Phil in the jack.
Yeah.
And I lost it because my friend Rob Reck tackled me into a bush with a blanket over my head and pinned me. But they did it deadly. They just literally like sent us all out into the fairground for a day with a camera crew.
Nice.
Like, and it was just great fun. Like, nothing was planned clearly because I don't think I'd have agreed to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like something like that would be gassed. And like with so many VODs and like Insta stories, all that. Like it's let's just do it. Let's
What
just have
if
a
we,
crack.
like... I'm spitballing here. And this could be one of those ideas that could never hear anything about it again. What if we did like a Low Blows VOD 24/7 title that can be defended in any promotion?
Yes.
And like we just release segments on Low Blows VOD like we did, like every month there's a show full of the title changes and stuff like that or something.
Yes, I love it. I love it so much.
And it can be in any promotion, like Keane said. Like we've got hookups with various different promotions, so yeah. Would people be interested in that? Is that something?
would.
I think.
I realise I speak for everyone, yes.
is that something? Do you guys think that could be
Yeah, well,
something cool? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Can it
Yeah.
be defended at parties?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's defended
It's,
everywhere.
it's defended
24/7.
everywhere. It's 24/7. Okay.
What if we bring in just these 9 to 5?
See, no, I think that no, it's not that I don't want to do that. It's that I don't like. That's something that's so personal
Specific.
to Justy that like I think I want to see a promotion go out of their way to pick that up. I don't want to do that just like for Justy. I want to see a promotion see that as a good idea and do it themselves because that'll mean something then when Justy wins it. You know what I mean?
Do it like a 12/7 title, you know, like The Purge, where you're just waiting for like daylight to go down and like everyone's creeping around corners and stuff.
What if it's like, yeah, a 1 hour monthly show and you don't know what's happened because it's all happened like backstage at events and stuff like that before shows and yeah, and it can happen like, and we just like have wrestlers who wrestle at various different shows take it around with them and this might be the start of something, guys. I'm very interested in this. We shall see. Maybe coming to the Low Blows VOD in the near future. So McSowen got on and asked, if you could be in one Pixar movie, which would you pick?
I always forget which are Pixar's and which aren't.
So The Incredibles, Toy Story. Oh, now I'm blanking.
I bawled like a fucking baby watching Toy Story 4 last week. Up is Pixar. That is a strong contender.
Inside Out. Inside Out might be mine, actually.
I've never seen that.
I'd love. Oh, you've never seen Inside Out?
No.
Genuinely, like one of my top 20 movies ever. Like maybe the clever. I'm not saying the best Pixar movie. I'm not saying that. Maybe the cleverest Pixar movie. Like, and you will bawl your eyes out. If you bawled at Toy Story 4 last week, and I didn't bawl. I shed a tear, but like kind of just one lone tear. You know what I mean? But like. Inside Out is seriously emotional, seriously clever. It's great for adults. Do you know the pitch for it? Do you know the general idea? So have you heard the pitch? Have you seen Inside Out?
No.
Inside Out is you. No, but I think you'd like this because, like, again, you anxiety and stuff like that you spoke about before. It's about like there are little like organisms living in your brain. So there's happiness and sadness and stuff like that, and they're all living together, and anger and stuff inside your brain and controlling everything. And like it's basically just a meta storyline of what's going on in your brain, but told through various different characters and how it affects a real person in the world. And it's absolute genius. It's inspired. It's so fucking clever. Like when you watch it, it's like that's how depression works. That's how this works. That's how that works. It actually makes sense of stuff in a way that you can't make sense of it if you weren't writing it this way as a kid's story. But also it's really clever for teaching children about emotions and stuff. Oh, it's genius. Inspired.
Well, anyway, I'm going to go with Cars. I know you fucking cool. Imagine being one of those cars.
You just want to be a car?
Yeah, sure, why not?
What I thought was my favourite Pixar is actually a Disney film, so that's me fucked.
What was it?
Zootropolis.
Oh, that is a good movie.
That's my favourite.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just go Toy Story because I really enjoy them.
Yeah, and you'd just be like what, a female wrestler, or like a toy version of yourself?
No, I'd be Bo Peep. She's a badass.
She was pretty cool in the last movie. And here's the thing, right, as well, that I loved about the last movie. We won't get into spoilers, don't worry, guys. I really liked what they did with Bo Peep because I was only talking to my mates about this. I didn't give a shit about Bo Peep before this.
No.
Like, she was just a bit part character in the first movie. I don't know if she was even in the second, but, like, she's just a bit part character. Didn't register with her twice, but now I cared about her story. Yeah. Like, I gave a shit. Like, it was so good. The old plush rush, I'm still fucking...
Oh, God, yeah.
That is one of the funniest scenes they've ever done.
Yeah.
Like, that whole sequence was one of the funniest scenes they've ever done.
And it's not for adults. Like, the show when I went to, Phil, there was no kids in the screening. It was all people our age, like, crying and then breaking their holes laughing. Yeah,
I was in pain from that sequence. Key and Peele were absolutely fantastic in that. Loved it. The whole thing was funny. The high fives with the soldier.
Yeah.
Fucking inspired. Love that movie. Declan Byrne 31 got on and said, if you had unlimited money, what would you do with it? For me, or by Shamrock Rovers, surprising. Do up our stadium with a roof over it and let Irish wrestling companies put on shows, also surprising. There, as long as it does not clash with League of Ireland games. So what he's saying there is, Fight Factory, go fuck yourselves. I would also give money to charity. What would you do if you had unlimited money?
Yeah, charity is alright. But like for me, oh my god, I would love unlimited money. Not loads of money, unlimited, because then you can do literally whatever the fuck you want, right? You know, like if you were to set up your own wrestling promotion, like I'd love doing that. That'd be gas, but only if I had unlimited money, because you could do random shit. You could book like Steve Austin versus Dom Tuck. Because you've unlimited money, who's going to stop you? You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want. You've no venue. Buy Dublin. You've unlimited money. You know what I mean? You can do literally... What I would love to do is have CM Punk show up as a surprise. Like, not even announce him, just have him show up as a surprise. Just hit his music, nobody will believe it's him, and then he walks out, everybody loses their shit. All 7 people that are there because they didn't fucking announce anything in advance, because they didn't have to. And none of them paid either, because they didn't have to, because they have unlimited money.
Just
so
you and your mates, like.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be so good. You do so much.
Imagine how much Aaron would mark out of that. Like, he's the only person there, but imagine them marking out.
Oh, you could literally book whatever you wanted. People who aren't even wrestlers, you could book the worst shit, and it doesn't matter.
Do you know it would be really funny if you did that, except with John Moxley, but you didn't invite Nicola?
If I booked John Moxley, I'd literally invite everyone except Nicola. Like, and it'd be free tickets for everyone except Nicola. Like, oh man, literally, because I could buy out Eric Rowan's contract. I could fucking bring out. I could have like Rowan and Sienna as like the champions forever if I want.
Just your video from the other night.
Yeah, and I could buy all. I could get whatever titles I want made. I can do like just the possibilities are endless. Like money, if money isn't a problem, you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know, I just think it'd be a laugh.
Yeah. So all wrestling related.
I get like a lot of like Pringles and stuff as well. And like, obviously, I feel like obliged to charity, sure.
Nah,
But
fuck
like,
that. Get nothing. I don't have to be nice. I have unlimited money. If you don't think I'm nice, I'll buy someone who will think I'm nice.
see, no, do you know what I hate? I hate when people like put out tweets being like, fucking, oh, if I had unlimited money, I'd actually give to so many different people. It's like, that's great. You're fantastic. So would everyone. You know what I mean? Like,
If I had unlimited money or won the lotto, I genuinely wouldn't tell most of my extended family because they would come out of the woodwork. And that sounds horrible, but like...
That's a good point, actually,
yeah. I would keep it to myself. Like, I had a friend when I was a teenager and I think he won something like 50 grand on the lotto. Didn't tell a whole lot of people. Like, brought us on a night out, bought his girlfriend a car, kept hush. Like, it's the way to do it.
Yeah, I'd be the same. What would you do, though?
I would buy a giant house in the country and I would take in every stray dog I could find. And I would build like a doggy paradise. But like the big house would be like a place where people could come and stay and like hang out with the dogs and pet them and walk them. And that's it really.
Speaking of dogs, Simpsons WWE got on, and I know you had a discussion about this last night, but he asked, is my dog Cash a good boy? And the idea I had was, if you're listening and you're around Cash, we could make a little message, especially for Cash, so that he could listen to it if you wanted to tell, is Cash a good boy or not? So you're speaking to Cash right now.
Oh, okay. Hi, Cash. Sorry, that starts like one of my passive-aggressive tweets. Hi, Cash.
Dearest Cashola.
Dearest Cash. You are an excellent boy. The best of boys. With your floppy ears and your fuzzy mane. That's it.
Cian?
Yeah, Cash, you're the best boy. Love you to bits. I love you a lot more than Katie does, and I just want you to know that you're the best, so yeah.
Okay, I was more thinking along the lines of, you're a good boy.
Yeah, but
He's a good boy.
I can't
You're a
Do you
good boy.
think I talk to my dog like that, or do you think I talk to my dog the way I talk to adults?
Yeah. Hello there. What did you do today? I also did things today.
When my dog Amber does something wrong, I rationalise with her. We have a discussion. I show her mistakes, and then I withhold affection for at least half an hour.
Oh.
Hey, look.
You have
hang
to.
on.
You know, you're right. You're being a good dog
she shit
owner.
in my bed once.
You're being a good dog owner. It's just, you hate to hear that. Like, but you're right also. Henry the Great got on and asked, you have to add an animal, anything but a cat or dog, to an Irish wrestler's character. So say like Jake the Snake. Who gets it and what animal?
I don't know. I didn't realize this is for a specific wrestler, and I was like, I'm terrified of birds, so I'd give a wrestler a bird because they're terrifying.
But that seems like you can't then be around them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
So is there someone you don't like?
I got this question all wrong. And then I got sidetracked about the reason I don't like birds, and it's because I got my hand caught in a cage on a farm years ago, and a turkey bit my finger. And
A turkey bit my finger.
yeah, so I don't really like birds. Like, my ma used to keep chickens, and my bedroom was on the bottom floor, faced out to the back garden. And like, I could hear the chickens clucking outside my window, and I'm like, Dad's after fucking opening the pen, and I can't go at the back now because they're wandering around. No, my door just opened slowly, and he'd let one chicken into the house who just stuck its head around the door. I don't know if you've ever seen a chicken's head move, but literally it's like the fucking Exorcist.
Yeah.
And then like, he just put the chicken on the floor and walked off. And like, there's chickens at the window, there's chickens coming in my door. Freaked. Hated it. I don't have the answer to the question, I'm sorry.
Is Dom Tuck like scared of spiders or something like that?
I don't know.
Like, yeah, like someone who's scared of something, and I want to get. Do you know anyone who's like terrified? Well, you're scared of birds, so Katie Harvey a bird. But like,
I'd give Rory Coyle a zebra. So basically, because he doesn't get brought over enough, and I feel like if he had a zebra, he would stand out, and people would be like, "Oh, that's the lad with the zebra." That's pretty cool.
A lot of money transport.
a lot of transport, yeah.
Shit, good point. Thanks, Nick. That really put me off. That's very unprofessional, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah.
She doesn't work here.
Oh yeah, true. But yeah, so Rory Coyle gets a zebra. Just I don't know.
Okay, yeah, no, that's
really.
fair.
How did you come up with this question? Like, what's the thought process?
I'd say
behind it?
he's watching Jake the Snake, and he's
okay, all right.
Jake the Snake, but Irish wrestlers.
But it's like, does he?
Speaking of but Irish wrestlers, Kento got on to us last. Toy Story 5 has been made in the Big Sean for reasons, using Irish wrestlers as the various toys. Who plays who? So who's Woody, the goody two shoes, but also really like stressed out kind of hero trying to keep everything together and save the day.
That fits the description of no one I know. Irish wrestler.
Yeah, who's a good person?
You lost me at that.
Buzz Lightyear, kind of. All right, you could definitely get someone for Buzz. Someone fucking exciting, like kind of just like, oh, we have to go and. Oh, by the way, the inner voice last.
Yeah.
That was fucking inspired.
Okay.
But Buzz Lightyear, someone like always like has to be up and at them, like, I'll go save the day, like
Captain Sexy.
Very good Buzz. Very good Buzz. So we've got who else have we got? We've got Lotso. Someone who's like seems real nice, bit of an asshole.
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just have a quick look on Twitter and see if anyone pops up. Who else have we got? We've got Toy Story characters, just Choyo characters.
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep.
Can I be Bo Peep? Thanks.
If you want to, yeah,
Thanks,
sure.
Slinky the dog is Connor Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, nailed it.
Rex. Oh no,
Rex.
I could be Rex actually because I kind of look like a T-Rex at the moment.
Who was the little arms? Yeah.
The little incapable arms and the just general freakouts every few minutes.
Who's Jesse? Like, we need to find Woody to find a Jesse. We need a Woody. We can't answer this question without a Woody. The goody two shoes, like the.
Whose streams come on as they make their entrance?
Who's the ultimate?
Amy Alonzi, yeah. That's
Amy
not bad.
Alonzi.
Yeah.
She's Jesse.
Then Darren for Woody
Oh.
because they are the male and female counterparts of each other.
Then you and Darren are love interests.
Oh no, I don't like that. No, I'm Rex.
Oh, you're Rex.
I'm Rex, yeah.
Who's Bo Peep? Yeah, it's weird now.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, Sweet and Sarah. Do you want to read out your own question? There you go. Nicola tweeted it. Here, if you forgot it. Top.
Okay.
How do you say your name?
It's Sweet and Sour Fuck. It's just pronounced as fuck. The reason it's spelled the way it is because Frank Iero from My Chemical Romance, whenever he tweets, he spells it that way. And I just wanted to have a little reference to him.
Okay, I get it. So Sweet and Sour Fuck. There we go. We got there.
That's it.
I did like saying Sweet and Sour Fuck.
Well, you can
I'm going to keep saying that, yeah.
Anyway, question is, do you think AEW are going to let Mox do any more hardcore matches when they're on weekly TV? And also, just a little point out that I did cry a lot during that match. I had a lot of mixed feelings. I was all over the place, and I need more of it immediately.
She didn't need to look at her own tweet once. That's actually impressive. Like, that's remembering your fucking lines. It's weird having someone, like, ask the question when they're here, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
well, Nicola.
I feel like I can't go off on a tangent now.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to pretend she's not here. If Nicola was paying any attention over the AEW weekend, which obviously she wasn't, Tony Khan did an interview where he said that on weekly TV they won't be doing stuff like that because it's not allowed. On pay-per-view it'll be different, but on weekly TV there's no like hardcore violence.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention because I was paying attention to Mox. That's
Yeah.
all I pay attention to. You should know this by now.
Well,
I don't even reply to you when I'm watching Mox.
well,
so
I'm just answering the question that you asked, which could have been. I mean, you could have answered it yourself by paying attention, but obviously not. Yeah, I don't know. So that's it. Actually, yeah, Tony Khan said it won't happen.
That's the answer.
And it was a very straightforward interview as well, which is cool. And it was like very kind of honest. Because he could have been like, oh, maybe, but no. Do you know? And it makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
I did what like the Barboy and all that, and like
No, they'll never do that. But they will do it on pay-per-view. They said they're going to do it on pay-per-view.
that's
So.
gonna be
Is
deadly.
Tony Khan best friends with Jack Whitehall?
They are good mates, yeah.
Does Jack Whitehall love wrestling?
he used to watch it because I remember him saying that in an interview. He was like a 90s wrestling fan.
I love Jack Whitehall. Like,
Yeah.
he's my Mox, like, in the real world. I love him.
It's a really cool get for them as well, like, because
Yeah.
it gives a bit of credibility over here, and I know the UK is important.
I
to
love
them.
when you find out celebrities that you love wrestling.
Mm.
Like Bowling for Soup, mad wrestling fans. Their
Mm.
stage name used to be Von Erich. Like,
Nice.
as a tribute to the Von Erichs.
That's unreal.
Like, fucking... Oh, is she? I don't really know who that is.
Who is it?
You're so old. Oh my god.
Who is it?
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Jesus. I don't like. I know some of her songs. What's the? I like it like that. She sings that. I said I like it like that.
I might have thought she was Nicki Minaj.
I said I like it.
They're very
like
similar.
that.
Are they?
They're very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, okay.
two sides of the same coin, essentially. Yeah. So yeah, there's your answer. Bob the Builder got on and asked, "What went wrong with this pic?" Check out our Twitter, and we retweeted it. I've no idea who it is even, and what's the worst wrestling promo pic you've seen have in your possession? The picture, I think it's Darren Carney, isn't it? Like Photoshop.
No, that was like the rumor going around. I don't think so.
Who is it?
I think
No
it's
way
one of the.
that's Darren Carney.
I think it's one of the random Emerald lads or something that were being used.
Right.
Or sometimes he just pulls random pictures of wrestlers off the internet and puts them on his posters because he's a dope.
Katie's like, well, since I'm not pulling any punches this week, I may as well just.
Yeah, and like, yeah, that's what he's done before. Just put like he used to have posters with John Cena on that said WrestleMania. Like, I know these shows will be running in fucking like the back end of Longford or somewhere, but like once it goes online, you can't be doing that. Like,
That's Carney as fuck. But I kind of, I don't know. There's a part of me that likes the Carney side of wrestling. I'm interested by when people get really Carney, and like it's always funny. Like, what's the worst wrestling promo pic you've seen or have in your possession, or do you have any howlers?
most
yourself?
of my old ones, most of my original ones are horrific.
Yeah.
And when I didn't have proper gear, just they're awful, and they're taking on a fucking Nokia 7210 out the back of the gym, like they're awful. And then for some reason NLW still want to use those promo pictures, and I'm like, it's been 8 years. I have others. I don't look like that anymore. Please stop putting that out in the world.
Worst promo pic you remember seeing? Have you seen anything?
Well, is that anything like on a poster?
Yeah, it can be just a promo pic in general. It can be anything, like a picture of a wrestler posing.
Wrestling.ie is mad. You ever see our posters though? It's just literally like.
That's where this came from.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know where to start with it. You know what I mean? It's like one of the wrestlers on the poster is like 16 years old, and they're like giving her like a new stomach and then like a new like body and all that. It's,
I actually have a genuine issue with him doing that, and I've spoken to the people on the
It's
posters,
really
and I
suspect.
said like, you should pull that up with him.
Yeah.
But he owns the rights, because no, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You should fucking call him out for being a
I
weirdo,
heard-
because
Yeah.
that's
like
awful.
people's tits bigger and shit. I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
what? Like I've seen some of the posters as well. Some of the lads look fucking jacked.
Yeah, they're not the ones complaining.
It's just a bit weird. It's a bit weird. That's all.
I'm enjoying Alexander Dean's blue mohawk and face paint. That's been a particular highlight for me.
It's literally just him making real people into creator wrestlers. It's not okay.
Yeah, like you can't do that. Like,
No, it's
and also
not
just
okay.
using random pictures of people that you're not booking or paying. Not cool either.
No.
Stop doing that.
No, it's not okay, but also kind of funny at the same time. So, I've my friends once, my non-wrestling friends, my muggle friends, once went into my old Facebook folders and found some absolute howlers. Like, there's one where I was in an angry tag team, like our tag team name was Anger Management, and we were like, we used to get, in Irish Whip, we get told to do poses, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and like, it's like turn around and look at each other and be angry. So there's one where we're head to head, but like, if you don't know that that's a wrestling promo pic designed to go on a poster, it looks like we're about to shift, like. And it's not great if your muggle friends find that, like. it's genuinely like we're head to head, like staring into each other's eyes, and like literally we only did it because someone's like, now turn around, face each other, and like stare like you're angry. So we're like going face to face, like, but it doesn't translate that way, and I don't know why I put it up.
Sometimes I do wonder what non-wrestling fans think. You know, like when we put our posters up around the city centre and stuff. I wonder what they think, like when they see them.
If it's professional, then it's cool. Because I'd like I had an ex who would see posters of Fight Factory, and I obviously wouldn't be on them, but like she'd know I'd have said Fight Factory to her.
Yeah.
And like she'd see that, and she's like, "That's fucking cool. They're everywhere. I see all those posters."
Yeah.
So like, if it looks good, it's always good. But like, yeah, it is disarming scene. The promo pics they used to use of me in Irish Rip are the worst, because I think whoever the graphic designer was, oh no, I can't. It's that bad. Like, I did like a promo pic after like my second match, and it got used for years, and it's just me in like a shitty fucking Nike cut off t-shirt, like, you know what I mean? It's not good, like. And it's like, why would you put this on a fucking poster, like? And I look like a child in a cut-off, like a little wife beater. And Nike, why are you trying to get people to part with their money using this? If I do find out, well, I've no fucking shame. But anyway, yeah. Cian, this one is for you from John Kelly. He has Fuck, Marry, Kill. Pringles original, sour cream, cheddar cheese.
Marry sour cream, fuck original, and kill cheddar cheese.
Explain.
I just ranked them in order of which ones I think are the nicest.
Okay.
Sour cream and onion are clearly the nicest. Original aren't my favourite, but I accept
You'd spend a night with them.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And cheddar
Dabble.
cheese I'm just not a fan of, so...
Okay, no, that's
yeah,
fair
there
enough.
you go.
That makes sense.
That's actually a really easy one. Thanks, John.
Business reaching Keith Hanley got on and asked, one of the lads was telling me this happened to him. He was in Tesco and picked up a sandwich and a packet of crisps, and when he got to the till, the girl behind the till asked, "Do you want to go get a drink?" He then said, "Yeah, what time are you off?" And she replied, "I meant for the meal deal with the sandwich and drink."
That's horrific.
He went to get the drink but ended up just walking out rather than going back to get the sandwich. Oh, that is epic. That is so epic. My question is, most awkward situation you've been in?
There's a lot. I mean, there is a lot. There's like a
It's
lot.
like most awkward situation this week.
Well, when I think about it, I remember like just literally today, because I remember I was talking about Cultaholic off air.
Yeah.
I remember saying, if I ever bumped into like another wrestling YouTuber, I wouldn't mark out. You know what I mean? I'd just say like, hi. I'd be nice and calm. Well, I was at Progress last September. Hopefully they don't remember this. I assume they wouldn't. But like, yeah, it's. So I basically I went into the lift to go get some like pizza or whatever it was, and when I walked into the lift, I was like, oh shit. That's the fucking Cultaholic lads. No way. It's like Jack the Jobber and Sam. I was like, I'm mad. But a lift, it's kind of like, it's awkward because, and this is why one of the reasons I never use lifts, because it's like, you're in there too long to just say hi and leave it at that. But you're in there too short to start a full-on conversation. Yeah. So you have to find that middle ground. And not only am I bad at conversations, but I'm also really bad at like the maths behind it as well. And like, it's like,
I love that description.
And I always said, oh yeah, I wouldn't mark out. And immediately the second I walk in, I'm like, no way! And I was just like, I do videos too. And I look back at that sometimes and I'm like, why do I exist? Why was I allowed to exist beyond that point? Like, but yeah, I mean, I should have, again, to them that's probably nothing. I really just like, whatever.
They probably get that a lot. Like.
Probably forgot about it, you know what I mean? But for me, I'm just like,
yeah.
But yeah, I think about that sometimes. Thanks, Keith, for reminding me of that.
Most awkward situation.
Like, most of mine stem from like running into exes and stuff. Like,
right.
I don't get embarrassed easily, but that is one thing that fucking like, I think I told us about the time I was walking through town and I seen one of my exes walking up and I just panicked and closed my eyes while crossing the street rather than make eye contact with him.
Imagine you got run over.
Oh fuck, wouldn't that be
like
a story?
You closed your eyes and walked across the fucking road. Imagine him seeing that. It's like, oh, hey, Kate. Oh, now you're dead.
A funny one that happened. It didn't actually even happen to me, but I died of secondhand embarrassment. CCW had Juice Robinson over back in the day. before he was Juice Robinson, just after he'd been let go by WWE.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
was
remember
still
this.
CJ Parker. And I was wrestling Valkyrie. Fuck, I'm gonna put her out to dry this as well. And his match was on after us, and the show had 9 matches on it, 9 singles matches on the show. It was a long show, and it already been going on nearly 3 hours, right? And there was still 3 matches to go. So we're backstage and we're chatting, and he comes up to us and he goes, "So, girls, how long you going?" And she just goes, About 3 years now." And he just looked at her, looked at me, looked at her, and I just went, "Our match is about 8 minutes." And he just goes, "Cool," and walked off. And we were just both so embarrassed, right? And then he went out and did his match. The guy brought his jacket to the back, and then he walked in on us trying on his ring jacket.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, it was a day.
So when you ran into him then, like when he was over recently, did he remember that?
He remembers the show,
Right.
because he said it. I met you girls before. We were like, "Yep." And then when we met later on, and like I was able to sit down and we were having a drink or whatever, I told him the story and he laughed. Like, I don't think he caught us wearing the jacket. Like literally, like we were taking turns wearing it and taking pictures. Very unprofessional, by the way. Don't do this with other people's rooms. And like the door just opened and then it was like straight off on top of his case and just like standing there like a robot.
Oh, dead. Dead, so cringe.
Did he react to it? Like, what's...
What?
Like,
No, he didn't say.
I'm not sure
okay.
if he's seen us wearing the jacket,
Oh my
but
God.
like this is straight after the awkward interaction in
Oh,
the hallway.
oh.
Like I'm just like, he's gonna think we're a pair of goobers.
I don't tend to remember awkward interactions because I tend to just like go, right, that'd be funny for Twitter, tweet it out and then forget it. But that's what got me thinking about this. And Corbett Keane, you like this story. I ordered, and I tweeted this, so you might have seen this out there, but it is really, really cringe. I ordered a McDonald's breakfast not too long ago, and when the delivery driver got there, I answered, and it's McDonald's breakfast, so it's in the morning, so I just ran down like I'm coming out of bed, and like I run down, answer the door, he gives me the delivery, and then he turns around and he just goes, "You give me thumbs up?" And I'm like, okay, I can do that for you, and I just slowly lifted my thumb in the air, and he just looks at me like I've got 2 heads, and he goes, "I meant on the app." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, I'll do that, yeah." I just shut the door in his face.
I'd actually emigrate if that was me. If I'm being honest, I'm not.
I'm like, he knows where I live. Like, he's gonna tell people like to sit outside my house and laugh at me. I'm like, fuck. Great question, Keith. Epic story though as well. Kevin Fan Club, whose new album Vulture Culture is out now, guys. You can listen to it as soon as you finish this. Get onto Spotify and listen to it, and then go out to Golden Discs and buy a fucking physical copy. Support the lads at Fan Club. It's going to be great. He asked, in American Psycho, Patrick Bateman murders Paul Allen to the music of Hip to Be Square by Hugh Lewis and the News. What would your murder song be? Think outside the box on this. The poppier, the better. So, Keane, I'm going to guess you haven't seen American Psycho.
No.
The gimmick in this is it's a really catchy song, a really poppy song. Have you seen Reservoir Dogs, Stuck in the Middle with You, where he's that kind of thing, where it's like something that's not meant to be like murderous. It's ironic. So yeah, like a poppy kind of happy murder song.
Well, I know a song called Nightmare by a new band called Fan Club, so that's available out now if anybody wants it.
Fantastic.
I'd say none of you ever played the Nintendo Wii, have you?
Yes.
You know when you're making me, like your own created character.
You've lost me.
Okay, right. Well, you can make you can make me's on the Nintendo
Yeah, I've
Wii.
done that,
They have their own channel,
Yeah.
and the background music of that is basically I could go on for ages. I'm not gonna. But that and possibly the Soviet Union national anthem was really good as well. So I like either one of those two would be great.
That's like one of your favourite songs, isn't
it's
it?
a
We
banger.
covered that before. What would your murder song be?
odd. Has to be like 80s synth pop.
Oh.
Like fucking the thing that one that popped into my head straight away, but it's already famous for movie is "Don't You Forget About Me" from The Breakfast Club.
Oh.
Because I just think like that would be deadly.
That's
or like
so threatening.
something from like In Excess, you know, like What You Need or something.
Murdering someone to this. Is this where you like slice up their ribs?
No, this is where you casually glide in, shut the door behind you.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Now I'm thinking of you as a murderer. This is changing my perception of you. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, that was the first one that popped into my head.
Oh, I like it. I have to turn this on.
Also,
now.
my other choice is "Don't You Want Me Baby" by the Human League.
Dun, dun. Oh my god, yes. I need to listen to that and yeah, get
Love
to see
80s synth music.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it. So, like, this would be an ex.
Oh yeah.
Like, "Don't You Want Me," or someone that like,
or like
someone that like a high school crush who like thought you like bullied you or like was a dick to you, and it's like, "Don't you want," you know what I mean? That kind of way.
Yeah. I was thinking like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith type situation where maybe two people are going at each other.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
So like maybe the male voices could be from his perspective and the female voices from hers, and they're just trying to fucking home alone each other.
Oh, so like a music video type.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be an interesting one. Yeah, okay. I'm into it. Well, not really, like, you know what I mean? I like songs that what I like with this is songs that well, one just came into my head there, Fandango's theme. It'd be really unnerving. But then I also thought, like, what songs can I ruin for people? What, like, happy, perky songs do they love that you can just totally distort in their heads? And I thought of this one from Hall & Oates. One
Sami
second.
Zayn's team. That's what I was thinking.
Or like Chelsea Dagger. Because people love this song. This is like their happy song. But it really works in the same kind of psychology. And then just completely ruin it for them. And there's blood, like, you know, like they're cutting it in a way where it's like fast-paced and peppy. But like there's one scene where he just like, you see him swinging the knife, but then it cuts to the mirror and blood just like splatters on the mirror. I think, yeah, that's my, you make my dreams. Hall Notes. Love it. Have you got a good murder song?
I think, do you know the song I Don't Care, I Love It by Icona Pop?
I don't care, I love it. Yeah, I do. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Icona, yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah, I can see this. I don't know if this is like the ironic one. Like, I can definitely see a murder taking place of this.
I love it.
And it's like, they're definitely killing a man who's like a really good looking lad, but like in a douchey way. And he's in a suit, but he hasn't got a tie. Yeah, I can see it.
It's great.
Yeah. I was going to say I love it, but then that would be really cheesy. Last but not least, Alan Tarr got on and asked, alright, I'm hoping this was never done before. Write the perfect Tinder bio for an Irish wrestler. Who are we thinking? Who could use help on Tinder?
Okay, that turns it into a loaded
No.
question.
I don't want it to be like, no, I don't mean like who's like not getting matches or anything like that. Who's not like, who wouldn't be good at writing a bio for themselves? Who could like we help?
Well, I won't name them, but I have helped some Irish wrestlers with their Tinder bios.
No way.
Before.
Okay, without naming them, can you tell us the bio that you've given them?
Well, it was more so helping select pictures. Was
Right.
my main role.
Okay.
I've never been on Tinder. Like me and Phil been together 8 years. I've missed the whole Tinder thing. Right.
Yeah,
So I have
you're better
so
off.
much fun on other people's Tinder. Like I constantly beg my friends to give it to me on nights out so I can just swipe
Yeah,
and do that sort of stuff.
I get that.
So yeah, your Tinder profile, you want it to be like fun and natural and like not overly posed, but have a little bit of your personality. Like I advise that a wrestling promo shot is not a good Tinder bio. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's you in your pants. So, you know, people who don't get wrestling won't get that. But
Yeah.
like, you know, topless picture on a beach, you're showing off your body. It's fun. It's adventurous. You know, it's just there's a lot of thought. Like, has to have a nice smile, bit of connection with the camera, But who do we apply this to?
Right, okay, I've got something here, right? This will make for a good segment, although I don't necessarily... I'm making myself vulnerable, but fuck it, it's good content. Tinder bio... right, okay, since you do consulting on it... Hold on, I'm trying to get my own one up. I'm trying to get my profile up now. There, info, there you go. Yeah. Grant, you feel free to critique as, like, in terms of bio or whatever.
Okay. That's a good profile picture.
It's me getting punched. That's by J Money, actually. That's J Money's fist.
Okay.
And smiling and being happy with it.
Smiling is good. A little bit personality. People might be concerned that that's your own fist, though. If you had the same picture without the fist, it'd be slightly better.
All right.
But yeah, I like that. That's a good. Do I swipe to see the rest of them?
Yeah.
Okay, then you got your moody second shot. Probably wouldn't have the semi-naked lady in the background.
It's a picture. It's a black and white.
People won't understand where that's from. I know where it's from because I know you. People might just think you're either an artsy French photographer, which isn't true.
Okay.
Or that you are, the age you are, and you still have posters of naked ladies on your wall.
That's fair. I didn't think of that.
That's a great one. Nice and natural. Shows you friends.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Because there's other people in it.
But they would be too random or so, could they not?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It gives the impression of friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just want the illusion. I don't really.
And then this one is good because, you're in a suit. That's a bit more...
Yeah, I thought that. The suit, yeah.
It's a bit more authoritative.
That's my Fight Factory GM one, actually.
That's a question picture. That's a... Oh, tell me about that last picture. Where was that taken?
Why in a suit with a wall that's made of chipboard?
It's very interesting backgrounds you have on them all.
I know,
between the naked ladies, the chipboard, and the bricks. And then, you're showing them your workout.
I got
That's
it.
good. You actually have a good selection of pictures here. There's a good range of personality.
Go through the bio. Feel free to critique as...
Okay, a lot of emojis.
Yeah.
Not sure how I feel about that.
Okay, interesting.
Cian, how do you feel about this?
The emojis, I mean, you have to do what you have to do. It's not my thing, but you're not trying to get with me, so, I wouldn't worry about it.
I think the nerd hashtag is redundant because your first two listed are Game of Thrones and Harry Potter. I don't think you need to specify you're a nerd.
I've covered that.
And your last one is hilarious.
What?
No, like that's actually the word you have to describe yourself.
I am,
is hilarious.
though. People need to know that.
Is there a more subtle way of conveying
gas? What if I just said gas?
You could put hosts a comedy podcast.
What? I think gas. But no, that could give the impression that I'm gaseous.
And oh my god, I've just seen your tagline.
What?
Tired of the old shift and drift.
Why did I agree to do this?
It's. I know you love rhyming, so that's good.
I do like rhyming.
Does show one of
that's
your
what I want.
Shows you got a flow.
I'll put rhyming instead of hilarious.
You finished it well, looking for someone to go on new adventures with, because that's cool.
Yeah.
That's you don't want something super serious, super casual.
Yeah.
Just someone to have fun with.
Adventures.
That's good.
So get rid of hilarious, nerd, and shift and drift.
Yeah.
But put in that I like to rhyme.
No, you can keep the tired old shift and drift because you've saved it with what?
That I like to rhyme.
Oh, I thought you said I like to ride. I was like, no, don't put that in. What's wrong?
Hello there. In case it wasn't clear by the Tinder profile, I do, in fact.
I love this button at the end. My fingers hovering over report Rick.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, no, it's good. Just a few changes.
Why did I agree to that? Cian, have you got an Irish wrestling Tinder bio?
No, I've no experience on Tinder. Could you imagine if I was on Tinder? It'd be 4 dark pictures of me in my room alone watching wrestling.
And then the last one is just a box of Pringles.
Probably the cartoon version of you in there as well.
What would your tagline be? I like Pringles. I like Pringles. Eric Rowan is my champion.
Yeah, shit like that, yeah. I mean, it's stuff that literally nobody would even fucking... I don't know. Yeah.
But all you need is one person. You have that one person, obviously, but we're hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, can I just point out that one of the first things he ever said to me was, "Yeah, Eric Rowan's my favorite wrestler, so that kind of says everything."
Yeah.
about me you need to know."
There you
So
go.
I think that should be his tagline, personally.
It did work, didn't it? So I mean, fuck it.
Not really, but
But you know what? If they don't know who Eric Rowan is, they're not the one for me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's
This is it. You only
That's
need the
it.
one to do. Unfortunately, you have her.
That's why I would leave in the Game of Thrones Harry Potter, so I know you're passionate about that.
Yeah, and that works. Like, that gets people straight away. They're like, oh, well, I also like
link
Game of
them to
Thrones.
the Battle of Blanche. Leave that in your bio.
No. God, no.
I'm the one doing the frog splash.
Do you like frog splashes? No, Jesus Christ, no. Guys, sorry we didn't get to that, but I think we actually gave you a decent answer. Even if we didn't answer your
We didn't
question.
give an answer. We just
We
tipped
bared
all around
I
it.
bared my soul. Now, if you'd excuse me, I have to go home and curl up and die of
Oh, it
embarrassment.
was mostly good.
Yeah, actually, that went a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah, to be
Actually,
fair.
if anyone else would like me to critique their Tinder bios, please screenshot and tweet it at me.
That's a dead idea.
I would love to do that.
Amazing. There we go.
Or for next week, if you want to just DM them to the Low Blows page, I won't name you, but I'll just give a little bit of feedback on what I see and
Yes.
That is
what to
a
improve.
class idea.
John Kelly has already done this. This is a draft he has saved, waiting for you to say it. There you go, guys. That is, what a way to finish us off, guys. Anyway, we will be back next week with the flagship and Ask Low Blows. Get your Tinder bios in to be evaluated by the Queen of Irish Wrestling. Thanks for joining us, Corporate Nicola. But until next week, for Corporate Keith, for Katie Harvey, I've been Rick Nash, and that's the bottom line, because Low Blows said so.